What's up, everybody? It's God speaking the Astro Vibe. Jesus the Christ, little brother.
My name Pretty Face. I'm a mother. I sell everything but cat, and I got 27 businesses.
What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Django. Dangle.
What's good? It's your boy Dark Man.
It's your boy OTK, aka Big Squirrel, not the little one.
Welcome to the Huntaz.
Yeah, you ever thought about taking a trip to Greece?
Yeah. Santorini, I think that's what it's called.
Oh, so you got a place you exactly know where you want to go in Greece.
Mm-hmm.
So did you hear about the family that like saved up for 2 years to take this trip to Greece and wind up paying or overpay for their meal? Some type of tourist trap they was talking about. You didn't hear about that, huh?
Mm-mm.
All right, so supposedly there's this restaurant in Greece, and I want to say it's in Mykonos, Greece, or Mykonos, Greece. I mean, yeah, Mykonos, Greece, and there's this couple that got furious because they had to pay this bill of $860. Okay, but when I read it, it was like 860 euros, I think. Or it might have came up to $860. But however the case, everybody that did a review on this place says that they're predatory, that their tactics are very pushy, very volatile to getting you to buy a drink. And you thinking you at a restaurant here, I don't want to flash out or nothing on nobody, so I'm gonna just keep it cool and and try. But nah, I don't think people from Louisiana probably would go in like that. But like Pretty Face, if you go somewhere and like you get you a mojito, okay, and you're like in another country and shit, and the mojito says it's 25 euros, but the mojito they bring you is like it's like 100 euros. But they didn't tell you, but this is the drink they said you ordered, so you're gonna drink this motherfucker no matter if you like it or not. Like, how would you feel about that?
Sound like I need to flip everything over because you can't make me drink something I don't like, and I'm not paying for nothing I don't like.
But they said you ordered it.
That's fine, but if I don't like it, you should be able to take it back. Sounds like I'm gonna be sitting in Greece jail.
And yeah, see, that was the thing. They was like, you ordered this. This is what you ordered, so you're going to take this because you ordered.
They doing too much.
And they weren't the only people. I guess they weren't the only couple that went out there and experienced this thing. So it was like other people went out there and they had the same issue with these restaurants.
Well, now that you're telling me about it, I mean, that wasn't the place of Greece that I wanted to travel to. So with that being said, I'll still make a note of that. Not going, not dealing with that.
So be careful going to Mykonos, Greece. So you're not going to Mykonos. But where you said you wanted to go though?
I think it's Santorini or something of that sort.
Santorini, yeah, Santorini. That's good. That's cool because this didn't happen in Santorini. This happened in Mykonos, and like on TripAdvisor, which it sounds like it should be TrapAdvisor, but on TripAdvisor they have a rating of like 2.3, and then I want to say TripAdvisor also gives you a warning saying, "Hey, we're aware of." This company's tactics and stuff like that. So, like, be advised if you go there, it's at your own risk because we're already giving them a 2.3 review, star rating. And if you still go your ass over there to this predatory restaurant, then I mean, you get what you got coming to you. But these people wind up having to take a pay cut on their damn trip because they had to pay so much money. And like, what did the owner say? Oh, the owner said, now listen, I don't know if you ever seen, what's the name of this movie with Mark Wahlberg and The Rock? No Pain, No Gain. Okay? And it's about these guys who They work out in a gym. All right, I want to say it was called the Sun something gym. It might have just been the Sun Gym, but these guys were in Florida. Okay, of course, all crazy shit happens in Florida, but these guys was in Florida, and they wind up taking a guy who owned a bunch of subway chains. Okay, he owned a bunch of subways. He had a little money, and they robbed him. Not out of his money. They robbed him out of everything he owned. His entire stock portfolio, his home, his businesses, had him sign over all the LLCs over to him. So like it was really crazy. And when I look at this guy from Greece, okay, this guy from Greece, he gives me that look, that same look of the guy that they took. This guy that they took, they beat this guy up, they kidnapped this guy, and they made this guy sign over everything to them. So when I looked at him, I was like, oh yeah, you lucky the Sun Gym gang don't come and get your ass and tie you up and beat you and slap you with dildos and make you give up all your assets. Yes, they beat him with dildos.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so but that guy said that all the people who came to his restaurant and did these reviews were all TikTok influencers, Instagram influencers, just trying to make a name for themselves, or food bloggers trying to make a name for themselves off his restaurant because they did not understand what they were reading on the menu. This is what he explained. Okay, but from what they explained is they ordered a 25 euro. Okay, a 25 euro mojito. And they bought them out $100 mojito. Well, €100 mojito. And the mint that was in the mojito was nasty. I don't know why they put that in there, but yeah, the mint was nasty.
I don't like that. That's why I don't make my drinks with that. Be taken away.
I mean, mojito comes with a mint, right? I mean, that's the garnish that comes with it, though, right?
Yeah, but like, that's why I don't make those.
I got you. Personal preference. You don't like it. So, well, I mean, I don't know too many people walking around New Orleans talking about they drink fucking mojitos anyway. So, I mean, that probably would be a waste of money for
They
your
want
business.
Patron margaritas and lemon drops.
There's some of that Grand Marnier. Because that's what I see. That's the bottle this season, right? Remember last year was Tito's. It looks like this year's gonna be Grand Marnier.
Yeah, see.
I mean, don't they have like a different drink every Mardi Gras? It's like a signature drink. Last year we seen them walking around with Tito's.
Some people still like Hennessy. Some people still like Casamigos. It's just, that's why you take a poll. If you're a mixologist, you take a poll.
So do you take polls?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I think I seen you take a poll before on which drinks they like the best that you make. And so, like, what would be your top drink? Don't you got something coming up next week on what my dad calls non-type day? It's like a celebration for these people over here.
Non-type is actually this weekend. And
right, exactly.
Yeah, I normally do kind of like the same list because that same list normally sells me out. The only thing different that I did add was Casamigos, because I seen people was on there. Personally, I didn't like Casamigos, but once I did a little mixologist thing, I was like, okay, it's not bad. I'm just not a tequila person. So with that being said, I make it for the people because that's what they like. But yeah, I'm not a tequila person. We don't do well.
So you don't drink Patron?
I used to, and that used to be like the top drinks I would, but like I say, with Tito's and Casamigos and all that, and then I kind of grew out of Patron. Like if I'm somewhere and Patron is what they have, and I feel like drinking white that night, then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna drink the devil's juice. But yeah, if I can stay away from tequila, I do. I am definitely a Ciroc person. Definitely Ciroc is my favorite.
So I just want to know if Ciroc's your favorite. You just said the white devil's juice.
Patron.
That's for just tequila or just Patron.
Patron. Just like I say, Patron.
So other tequilas are okay.
Patron is the devil's juice. Jeez.
Listen, I'm not trying to argue with you about this. I'm just trying to find out which one was the devil's juice.
That's what
Was
I
it
feel about
tequila or Patron?
That's what I feel about Patron.
Patron. Like petrol? Like gasoline? You're trying
Patron
you're,
is the devil's juice.
you're trying to be funny because like that's a Spanish word too, petrol for gas. So and then you say Patron, so that's
I just play with that word sometimes.
I got you. Listen, I'm not trying to get into it with you. You look like you'll jump over here and really hurt me. I don't want you to hurt. Why are you smiling like that?
I'm not smiling.
Okay, cool. Anyways, so I was just saying these people saved up a lot of money and they went over there to Greece to get trapped into having to pay $850 in American dollars worth of whatever they were spending in euros over there in Greece in Mykonos. And all they wanted was some mojitos, and that was crazy. But I'm not going over there and playing with them people. If they set a drink down and say, hey, this is what you ordered, and it's not what I ordered, like I said, I was not gonna play with them. We're gonna make this quick and easy. I'm gonna just get up and walk out. I'm not even gonna try it. That's how they got caught paying $850 because they was like, well, we're just gonna taste it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't tasting shit. I ain't tasting nothing at all. I know what I want. I know what I stand for. So that's what it's gonna be. Speaking of standing for something, like if you had a man, and well, of course you have a man, but let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that you and this man have a baby. Okay, y'all get married, and your father, he's somebody. Like he's been the governor. He's been played in all these fucking badass action movies, and some comedies, and some dramas, a little bit of drama, but mostly action films. And everybody knows him. He's like real famous. Okay, and he was like the governor of fucking California, and his name was Schwarzenegger. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, and Chris Pratt. I don't know if you know Chris Pratt.
Yes, I know Chris Pratt.
Married his daughter Catherine Schwarzenegger. Like this happened like maybe.
Wait, Arnold married Chris Pratt's daughter?
No, Chris Pratt married Arnold's daughter.
Oh, I was about to say Chris Pratt shouldn't have a daughter old enough. Okay, so Chris Pratt married Arnold's daughter, the Terminator. Okay.
Right, exactly. So Jurassic Park guy
Yes.
married.
Jurassic. No, he's Jurassic World.
Listen,
He's not Jurassic Park.
I'm not trying to argue with you.
Jurassic World is Chris Pratt. Jurassic World.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right. So we could say though that the Terminator is a bigger actor than Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's coming up in his own way. He has other movies he's in.
So we expect Chris Pratt to, well, when he's Arnold's age, to have a little cinematology under him. He got a little time under his belt. Like he's done some work. Like we can expect that from him, right? So,
Yes.
so Arnold, he has a big name, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everybody knows Schwarzenegger. That's Arnold. Well, Chris Pratt has some kids with Catherine Schwarzenegger. Yeah, the kids don't have the Pratt last name. That's Schwarzenegger's last name. Now, do you believe that is because his last name's bigger than Pratt's, or it's like because movie stars? Go ahead.
They probably just want the kids to carry the family name because is the daughter the only child he have?
No.
He has like a son.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want to dip in their business, but if Chris is okay with that, well, clearly he may be okay with that. Well, I guess he's okay with that because it has been done, or maybe they gave him an ultimatum, but he seems like pretty much a calm person, so it probably just was Um,
Yeah, I don't get it.
something I don't know. Maybe it's not for us to get, but I mean, as long as they have a mutual understanding and it doesn't come up in the media later, then cool.
Hollywood stars do some weird ass shit. You don't think so?
Yeah, but I that's a big name though. That's just like I hate to throw these bitches in here. It's just like the Kardashians.
You did not put Schwarzenegger on the same level with the Kardashians.
No, but what I'm saying is look at Black China. You,
I'm glad you bring up Black China. Hold that
she,
energy.
she had a baby for Rob Kardashian. So her daughter is Dream Kardashian. So it's like it's nothing that they can do about it, but because I know they don't like Black
He's the
China.
guy, and usually that's how it goes. Though it's like the child takes the father's like the surname.
Right,
The
but I'm just
surname.
saying their name holds as much as I don't really care for them, their name does hold weight. Like in this day and age it's
It's some
nice to
clout.
be
They got clout.
so yeah, so Dream is this little beautiful black little girl who's a Kardashian. So it's just like there's nothing that the aunties can do about it. Like my name Dream Kardashian, she's automatically gonna have doors opened up for her. Like that holds weight.
Well, let me ask you this: since since like names hold weight in certain, I guess, industries and certain sectors, if and I'm pretty sure this happens all the time, but if a celebrity or a former star or even a star that had a name, a B-list or whatever, like if they fall short because of the clout that they carry, or because of what comes behind their name or some of the names that they're associated with, that they can actually stay on top or close to the top, but they don't just fall completely off. Like that one guy. What was his name? I think.
Because they name hold weight, they can't fall off. I mean, because people have their highs and lows. I'm just saying, like certain people.
Like that one guy from Disney or something. What was his name? The little Omari or something like that. The little guy from Disney that's always in trouble. No, you don't remember?
What are you talking
Orlando
about?
Brown.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. I think Orlando was just in trouble again. Like not too long ago. When I say not too long ago, I mean like back in December. I think his brother had called the police on him or something, or he was homeless and he was trying to live in his brother's property. It was like a whole TikTok video or Instagram video of it. And I'm just saying, like, and that's crazy. Orlando's like our age. Do you ever think that because of what he did in Disney or has a little name connect, like he has little connections, like would he ever be somebody that could just like boom be on top? And next thing you know, in like 5-6 years, you see him walking down the red carpet at the Grammys or something.
I definitely can see that because he's played in different movies. I mean, he was like the Disney rapper. I just honestly think something happened to him to traumatize him low key, and he's trying to get his life back in order. But I just feel like some people probably think he's crazy. In a sense, some things he do say it does sound crazy, but it makes sense. And I just think they just be trying to sabotage him. Like as much as I like Bow Wow and stuff, and he was saying, Bow Wow was his wife or whatever he was saying about Bow Wow being gay. It's like I laughed at it. I think don't quote me because I don't remember if he said Bow Wow was gay, but it was something along the lines of that family. It's crazy because like I low key believed like the things that comes out his mouth. He's one of those people where um he's too smart for his own good and he knows a lot, like a lot of the hidden things we don't know. And he's one of those people to expose it. So with that being said, they try to make him seem like he's crazy. Now, I feel like he possibly could have been drugged coming up in his life, or he just was trying drugs on his own and it kind of ruined his life and he's just trying to pick back up the pieces. I'm just hoping that the actions that he is showing us is real legit, because I don't want it to come out that the things he was saying wasn't true, but like I be believing people like that because they be exposing Hollywood and stuff. So like, yeah. So right now,
Well,
I'm gonna say protect Orlando Brown.
protect Orlando Brown. Well, I mean, he said that, and I think this was right, but he Orlando said Bow Wow had some bomb ass pussy.
Yeah, yeah, and that was like so. It just made me think that maybe that's what. I'm not gonna go into too much detail.
Bow Wow was
I
like,
absolutely love Shy Gregory Moss, Barn, March Knight. Call me Miss Bow Wow, but
okay, all right, all right.
that that kind of threw me off a thing, and I was like, yeah, bomb what? I was like, well, maybe they did. You know what? I don't know. That's what I say. I don't want to feed into that.
So what you're telling me is you played with the possibility that that could have actually been true.
Yeah. And I'm only saying that because it's just like, how do you feel when another man says that? Like, if I don't react, y'all gonna think me and this man did something. If I do react, y'all gonna think me and this man did something. That's why I say, in that sense, I don't really want that to be true because I'm a big Bow Wow fan and stuff. But people be saying Bow Wow is sassy, and I only think they say this man is sassy is because he don't have no filter. I don't have no filter, so that's why I like him. But again, if you're not in the industry of being an actor, rapper, you're not really sure what goes on behind closed doors. And then, you have situations like that where stuff starts getting revealed. That's why I say protect Orlando Brown, because I feel like in some cases do really be telling us the truth and just trying to put us on game.
So like that was like the last time I think we heard about anything in Orlando Brown, and the next thing you know, it came up that his brother-in-law was his brother-in-law had called the police on him and shit and got him arrested, and like he was, but like I seen the video, I seen the actual video of the way he interacted with the police, the way he interacted with his brother. His brother didn't want to lock him up, but that was the only way he felt necessary to get his brother out and to get him some help because his brother was like really losing his fucking mind. But I think it was due to drugs. I think the guy's on some real bad drugs, but
Yeah, and altered his mind. Yeah.
right. So like he might be at a point that he might not bounce back. I mean, fuck. Some people would have said DMX fell off. He had, a crazy fucking contract and shit, and it didn't go well. But because of his clout, maybe he kept going. He did reality TV shows. He did radio shows. He was still somebody that people talked about. They still brought his name up. His name carried weight. So like.
Right.
Basically, that's what we're saying is like, can you have the type of clout that where even if you fall off, your name that carries that weight can still bring you on. So if Pratt name fell off, Schwarzenegger, let me stop being funny. Schwarzenegger's name is big enough to keep those children afloat.
I
Bigger
don't
than
know.
Pratt's.
That shit crazy. I just feel like the children deserve Chris Pratt's last name, and not because I just like him as an actor. I
Yeah, I
just
like
feel
Chris Pratt.
I mean, I kind of understand why they possibly may have took the Terminator name, but at the same time, you're just grandpa. And if he had anything to do with persuading his daughter to do that, then you need to stay out the mix because again, you're just papa. But again, if that's what they agreed to,
Well,
or
according to
maybe they did a prenup and maybe they did certain prenups and certain legal things and stuff like that. Because if something happened to Chris Pratt, I'm pretty sure he's gonna leave his children something. But I will say this: I know sometimes in that he may have the Terminator man may have a bigger asset, and in order, I don't know, because in order to leave children, grandchildren, something, I feel like once you put their name on a deed, it's whatever. So I don't know if the kids get a bigger asset because of who Papa is, and it's like a business decision. I can definitely understand the business decision side. I can definitely understand that because I know sometimes.
Nah, I ain't cool with that shit. It is what it is. As we family, business is business, but we putting this together. Now, if you trying to merge two families for more money later, like they talk about, or arranging marriages and shit like that, but no, it's
But
Catherine
it's
and
like that
Chris
in the
fell in
military too,
love
though.
though. I ain't trying to.
It's like that in the military, especially like with grandparents. Sometimes grandparents just try to adopt their grandchildren so that they can get all the benefits. And that's why I said if it's that case that Arnold has stuff, then I understand.
He's not adopting anything. Chris Pratt, I mean, Catherine ain't even changed her last name. She's still a Schwarzenegger. That's what I'm saying. Like, they ain't fucking
Okay,
with Chris.
some people do not do that. Some celebrities do not change their name. Some local people
I
do not
mean,
change
yeah,
their name. I
I
mean,
get that, but still, for the kids, though.
Beyonce knows Carter. Kim Kardashian was Kim
Oh, yeah,
Kardashian
she still
West.
said Carter. They still said West, though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. In some cases, people drop
Jada
their
Pinkett
maiden
Smith.
name and take their name, and then some people
Like who?
don't. That's what I was trying to think of while I was talking about it. But there are celebrities that just keep their name. I can't say my sister did it because Tiana Taylor is Tiana Taylor Shumpert. But people still say Tiana Taylor, but she's a Shumpert. But
Right,
they
because that's what
are.
they know as.
But some celebrities do keep their name as a business side. Some keep their name as a business side, and then some of them hyphenated. Some of them okay with, just okay, I'm gonna be this person, but I am your wife on the paper. It's just this, that, and third. I don't know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's what made me wonder. Is Chris Pratt? I mean, well, is Catherine Schwarzenegger, Catherine Pratt on paper, and Schwarzenegger in the news? I mean, I get that, and I was even saying I could even get that for the kids, but on paper,
I don't know. It's not my business. As long as they happy, just don't whatever their plan is. As long as it don't backfire on them,
oh no,
cool.
they from what I read in this article, they're going to take the parenting advice of Arnold. They're going to take the parent journey that Arnold took raising them because they felt that their father raised them so well.
Well, well, I love a man that's a good daddy. So if Arnold did his damn best, maybe the daughter feel, or maybe Chris. Let me go back to Chris. I don't know if Chris knows his father was ever in his life. Maybe he does admire the way Arnold raised his daughter because he did marry her. Maybe he wants to be half as good of a dad he is. I've seen son-in-laws like that. So that's why I say I'm not one to judge.
So I mean, yeah, I can get that. Speaking of like parents and not and not wanting to judge and everything, and we talked about the whole Clout thing, okay, and then we talked about the Kardashians and we talked about Black China. So and I get it, that's possible.
Black China can't do no wrong.
All that's so all that's very very possible. Okay, I agree with that. And but Black China mom, Black China's mom doesn't agree with that.
I know Tokyo is crazy.
That's
She's
that's the mom, Tokyo. I don't know her name.
yeah.
Okay, but what I do know is that she did this like video that says that Black China is with the Illuminati and that she's scared for her daughter. She's not fucking with her. She says when she goes to her daughter's house, now she did this on the like this was filmed. She did this on a video. And she was like, when she goes to her daughter's house, she has to have two pistols with her and a pit bull. And she's scared for her daughter, Dream. I mean, her granddaughter. She's scared for Dream because, she's caught up in that, but she can't do anything about it. Because she feel like her mom, she feel like Black China would sacrifice her because she's Illuminati and shit. First, she said, why the fuck is Black China even at the Grammys? Like, bitch, what did you do to be at the Grammys? Who the fuck are you? Even though Black China does pull in about $9 million in fucking revenue off OnlyFans a month, like she's a celebrity somewhere. But is the clout from Dream Kardashian? Is the clout from her fucking with Rob that big to have her at the Grammys?
Number one, anybody can go to the Grammys.
I didn't say you
A regular,
couldn't go.
no, a regular person can buy a ticket to the Grammys. You just have to know when the tickets are going on sale.
Of course.
Any celebrity can buy tickets to the Grammy. It's not
Of
you have.
course.
And so, have you ever like really? You don't really know her mom, so her mom is a cloud chaser at times now. Her and
She was
China,
crying though. She was
her and
real tears.
okay. Tokyo is dramatic.
She looks scared.
Tokyo
Right.
is dramatic. China is dramatic. Like
And
they both dramatic. They both have their flaws, but the mama be like doing stuff like you never watched the show where the mama. Well, there was a video came about on the media, and the mama was talking about rocking China. China in her 30s talking about something she was gonna hit her, and China was like, "Well, so rock it," and she stood there for her mama to sneak her, and her mama didn't do it. Like you have to like really watch them. And then China used to be a stripper. So with that being said, people know her from that, right? Okay. But China also had her businesses, okay, before Rob Kardashian. Then her and Rob Kardashian started dating, okay? So that created more buzz for China. So then they started doing the Black China and Rob Kardashian reality show. That also creates more buzz for China yet again. Okay. But I went too fast because China has a baby with Tiger. That's buzz right there because they're both celebrities. Okay.
But how old is all this shit?
What you mean how old?
Ain't this shit old?
oh,
No, but at the
What
same
you mean
time,
no, Skrilla?
this is like we talking like probably like 2008 on up. To me, that's not old.
yeah, and I just feel
That's
like,
over a decade.
but the thing
It's
is,
still-
China's been around. China's
yeah,
been around. Then you start dating Tiger. Now y'all a celebrity couple. Y'all a celebrity couple that's everywhere. People start following China based off the foolishness.
but
Like
something.
she has fans. So
And
she's big.
her mama can't really talk either because her mama. How you think her mama got her name? Her mama used to be a
Right.
porn.
Right. That's what
Wait,
I'm
her
trying to
mama used to
tell.
what?
Her mama used to be a porn star.
You're a porn
I
star.
don't know. I don't watch porn like that, man.
That's
Y'all
what I'm
fussing.
saying. No, it's not
I don't.
about watching it,
I've
but
never.
it comes up in the media.
Her name.
Gotcha. So,
That's what I was saying. Tokyo is dramatic.
So they come from a family that Clout's chase.
I won't say that. China built her stuff on her own. It just so happens that she was dating celebrities and then she gets positive press, negative press because China have her own makeup line.
But still, press is still good press. You in the
But
press.
that's what I'm saying. No matter what, and she was into music, doing her little rapping thing, have a song. Like
That's right. She did. That's right.
she's doing stuff to stay relevant. So again, like I said, if I wanted to buy a ticket to the Grammys, I can. You can buy tickets to the award shows just like every year for the BET Award. I'm just saying, her mama talking about what did she have to do? Nothing but spend her fucking money.
No, that's not what she's saying. Like what she's saying is, like you get up there and you still doing interviews. I'm not saying that you're not a celebrity. Celebrities get interviews like, oh look, it's Black China here. Oh look, it's Timothy Roberts here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they have you there, so they're gonna use that to get an interview with you, get you to say a few things, and keep on going. But like, so you think that the reason she made that video is because she was mad that China was up there? Because I'm saying, like, she just get up here and she's saying that her baby with the Illuminati now.
Because let me tell you something. If you look at most of all these celebrity parents, they honestly be clout chasing off their kids. Like, see, you don't really watch reality shows.
I ain't into
And
that.
I just, that's fine. But you need to like look at some clips. I want to go as far as Jim Jones' mama, Scrappy mama, Isha Cole mama, God rest her dead. Like, cause Scrappy mama was a madam. She had escorts.
Mm-hmm.
She was a real life gangster. Then Jim Jones' mama, she kind of got big because she was being disrespectful to Chrissy, which is Jim Jones. What they call it in the obituary? Special friend.
Oh
That's all I
wow.
can. That's all I can remember in my head from Scrappy Mama. Beat
Yeah,
on.
like yeah,
Beat.
when they exposed that, but no, I remember that also too because Scrappy kind of was crying out because he was just saying how he grew up in a whole house. Like they had holes in the house where he laid at.
But
Like that's
what
how
he
he
was
grew up.
crying out for though.
Because he just wanted a better relationship with his mama. He just wished he had a different childhood, basically.
Yeah,
That's
apparently.
basically what it's about on. That's basically their storyline on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta though.
Mm-hmm.
It
Because
ain't
Exactly.
I
too much.
like Scrappy as Scrappy, but Mama D, she just had this thing of that's my son, he's a mama's boy, that's my prince and all that. Like she wouldn't like it's like she'll let him grow up, but she just always wants to have so much say so.
Cause she a pimp. Pimps gotta know, they gotta your every move. They gotta dictate your every move. You can't dictate your own move. What the fuck? Where that come from in the game?
And again, that's why they all have these fan bases now because of who their children are. That's why I say
Yeah.
Jim Jones' mama, Keisha Cole mama. They even Keisha Cole mama got arrested there again. She even had got a reality show with her and Keisha Cole's sister. Like it helps boost their fans, boost their income.
So clout chasing.
Yeah.
I was gonna
So I
say so basically that's what it's like the guy from Greece said. That's like they're trying to get their fan base up. Now I'm not agreeing with him or anything like that, but and who the fucking thought this conversation was steered towards clout? Okay, because like that's kind of where it goes. But uh, is it the clout or is it a reputable thing to really build your fan base up on the necks of others or the downplay or the negative notions or the negative moments in people's lives, and you put it on TikTok or you put it on Instagram? Like something else I seen on TikTok, it said something about this guy, a door dasher, who his customer wanted to give him an extra tip. She wanted to top him for tip. He was gonna come in and he went to basically he went to this hotel. He was like, it was a rundown ass hotel, and when he got there, the concierge or the desk person was like, hey, yeah, you can go back to the room. He knocks on the door and he puts the food down, but instead of hearing somebody say, okay, I get it, they was like, hold on, I'm coming. And it said when the lady opened the door, she had just a towel on. She went to grab him to pull him in. It was like, come in for a second. He was like, nah, man, I'm straight. Watch out. You know what I'm saying? So like, he jumped on TikTok and he told that story. And like, he started it off with, I think he doesn't want an extra tip or extra top or some shit like that. I gotta look back. It's on the Daily Dot and also New York Post. Remind me, guys, before the end of it. If not, for sure, I'll have the sources for this stuff in the description on our YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, you check the sources out on our YouTube channel for those who catches us on other servers. But not yet, clout. So like, do you feel that clout is like what gets people big? It gives people the fucking fan base that they're looking for. Like what we're doing here. Are we using clout? Are we using the names of other people to try to get big? Because like I can give a flying fuck about them. I mean, we could talk about us all day. Like we have some extravagant lives. Like I think so. Skrilla, you got an extravagant life? I think Skrilla has an extravagant life. I mean, he probably can't talk about it like we want him to, but I think Skrilla has an extravagant life. Pretty face, do you have an extravagant life?
I mean, I definitely do. I'd say so myself.
Now you
Right.
definitely do have an extravagant life. Like it's so extravagant we can't even talk about it. It's like exclusive. Like you gotta pay a subscription in order to hear about Skrilla's life. That's how extravagant it is. Like it's serious. But not yet. So I wanted to talk about Tapi. I wanted to talk about that and Clout. Like who would ever thought of a company Clout? You think you need Clout to get big, pretty face?
No. When it's my time, it's my time. I'll keep pushing, working hard, doing what I gotta do. When it's time, it's time.
Right, and that's why you don't use the West Bank Super as like your.
I let people say that, and I smile.
We seen Super yesterday, didn't we?
Hmm.
Sure did. We seen her at the parade, not the parade.
And I think people only like, I think so, not to disrespect anyone, I think they associate me with her because we have cosmetic brands. And no offense, I don't follow her, but I am happy where she's at in her life because number one, she's from New Orleans. Number two, she's black. I did start my brand a year before her. But I think what people mostly associate me with her for is the wanting to put my family and friends on, because that's always been my biggest thing. My genuine friends and family, they know who they are. I've always told them when it's my time and God says it is your time to be successful and rich, but humbly, these are the people I want to take with me. These are the people I want to put on. I always say I wanted a house where my family could live inside. And when people heard me say that, they be like, "What you mean?" And then remember, I was watching Tiana Taylor's reality show, and she literally had her team living in her house. I was like, "See, this is what I'm talking about. This is
Yeah,
what I'm talking about."
right. We talked about that before
Yeah,
too.
I
Both of us have
would
that same
love for my
dream.
team to just be right there every step of the way. I'm getting money, you get money. You want to start a business? I want to pour into you to make you successful. Just like what Black Tad did. I went to school with him, and that's her best friend. I love how she was like that with all of her friends. Look, we're going to get this money together. We're going to be successful together. But we all got to work for it because once I put you on, don't get comfortable. You got to do what you got to do to keep your money flowing. And that's all I want. So I think that's kind of why people associate us together, because I do that for like people that reach out to me too, that's trying to start business. I motivate them, I help them. Come on, let's push this business. So it's not a bad thing because it is positive things that they associate us with each other. But I have my own name, like, and people that know me know me. It's crazy. Somebody could be like, Pretty Face, and they're not gonna say what Pretty Face. Everybody gonna know you talking about me. So I do have, I have my fan base too, so it's what it is.
So you don't. Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is you don't need any clout, but you still give roses to Super.
Oh, definitely. From the beginning, I would never take away from her. Even when people would buy my products and try to badmouth her, nah, we're not about to do that. Okay, if it's something you don't like, cool. Do you like my product better? Fine. But we're not going to do that because she's a black woman. We get enough of the tearing down as it is. Just don't buy that product no more. We're going to lift her up, because the difference between me and her is, yes, I'm successful without the money, and that's fine. But she's successful with the money, with her brand, taking care of business, constantly staying on top. So we're not gonna discredit her. We gonna give her flowers too, because she black and she from New Orleans. Because a lot of times I feel like New Orleans people cannot make it out. I just feel like I look at all these other people come out of their city and doing good. And yeah, I just feel like they be sabotaging New Orleans. So anybody, no matter what they're doing, come out on top like that. I'm rooting. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for Super.
So do you believe that you have to leave New Orleans? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Squirrel, you had a question?
Um,
You feel like that, Squirrel?
yeah, definitely in the music industry. Because I'm gonna tell you right
yeah.
now, before I moved out of actually moved out of New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? I was, put my music out there. It was like the niggas around me was the ones that was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the niggas, you know what I'm saying? The niggas who everybody around the city, bro, it's all about a popularity contest at the end of the day, my nigga. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if somebody got more friends, you know what I'm saying, are they more popular, or they look better, you know what I'm saying? That's the people's choice right there, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I moved out and I went to the military and I started producing more music, you know what I'm saying, and then I expanded my fan base, I can pull up a list right now and send it to you and have you put it up and let you see where most of my streams come from. New Orleans used to be you know what I'm saying, at least top three, you know what I'm saying? Tell me why I got other countries higher than the city of New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Like the state of Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? I got North Carolina, I got all of these other states, and, you know what I'm saying? Louisiana, like, you know what I'm saying? 6, 7 down the list. Like, it ain't supposed to be like that, especially like, you know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, if you go to somebody like Lil Wayne, Nino Calvin, one of them niggas, like Rob 49, ask me where most of their streams coming from. I bet it, NBA YoungBoy, ask me where most of their streams coming from. I bet it's coming from Louisiana. But at the end of the day, it's all about a popularity contest. It's all about who got the bigger name,
For
who got
Young
the most
Boy,
clout.
mine's not coming from Young Boy.
Cause like I said, most of my shit coming out of you know what I'm saying, like Atlanta. Like I've never been to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I ain't never been to Atlanta, but I've never promoted my music in Atlanta. But I'm getting more love out of Atlanta than I am my own city. I'm getting more love out of California than I'm getting out of my own city. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more love out of like states like Hawaii, bro. Like not even mainland, bro. Getting more love out of Hawaii. And let me tell you how that happened. There's one nigga I was in when I was in the military. We was in artillery school together, and he's from Hawaii, bro. And I actually produced a song while I was at I actually recorded a song while I was at artillery school, and that shit got the whole fucking battery jumping. You know what I'm saying? That nigga to this day, that nigga he got out, went back to Hawaii, bro. He put all his family and friends on. Even his sister be promoting my shit, and I've never met his sister in person. And it's fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy how it's not even your own people that show you the most love. It's you know what I'm saying, the people you least expected. But like I said, you gotta move. Like if you ain't one of them people that you know what I'm saying out there, everybody dick riding. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make it in Louisiana. You're not gonna make it in New Orleans. You're not gonna make it in Baton Rouge. I guarantee you, because they got people. You know what I'm saying? They got cooler rappers than me personally. I feel like I'm a cooler rapper than most of the rappers that these niggas out here bumping. You know what I'm saying?
You call it a
Because like
Young Boy?
I'm not gonna say NBA young boy, but like you know what I'm saying. Compared to the niggas that you
I
know
was just
that
asking because he was from Louisiana. That's all.
yeah, I know, but I'm talking about compared to the niggas that, you know what I'm saying? You got niggas posting their music to their stories on Instagram and shit. I'm not you know what I'm saying? I'll be listening to the music. I'm just like, bro, like this shit don't even half this shit they saying is just a repeat of what somebody else said. Like this shit don't make no sense. This shit not no way attached. You can't even tell it. You know what I'm saying? They'll rap something just because it rhymes. But then when you ask them, like, you know what I'm saying, you ask them like, so what's the meaning behind it? It was like, oh, it ain't no meaning, you know what I'm saying? It just fit perfectly type shit. But if you go listen to my music, you know what I'm saying, every bar, every punchline, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm big on punchlines. Every bar, every punchline, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you the whole story behind where that punchline came from. I can tell you the whole story behind every single one of my songs. Even if it's a feature, I can tell you a story behind it. You know what I'm saying?
So do
Because the
you
shit I
feel?
do, the shit I say, the shit I rap, it don't just be, let me freestyle this shit off my head, nigga. Like, it'll take me, like, one of my producers actually got mad with me because he had me booked to do a feature with Sauce Walker. He had me booked to do a feature with Sauce Walker. He
Hey,
had me.
Sauce Walk. Man, that dude hit me up on Instagram before he got big, and then after he got big, like he unfollowed me. And shit. I felt like he like was going around following local people that were connected to other people he knew, like people you may know, and was following him to get big and let them hear his music, and then just drop the
That's what
ball
most
off.
of them do. That's what
Cause
most of
I'm,
them do.
I'm yeah, cause when he followed me, like dude, like 10 years ago, and I was like, who the fuck is Sauce Walker? And now all of a sudden, like this nigga Sauce Walker, bitch, I remember you when you not bitch, but you know how we talk down here, but like, I remember you around when you wasn't like you had a couple
Why,
hundred followers, like son, you know what I'm saying? Now you big, look at you.
why you think most of these celebrities they got 1, 2 followers, maybe 100 followers max. They don't net, but you got a million something. I mean, you got a million some followers, but you only following back like maybe 50.
300.
Tell me, their Instagram was never like that. When they was in
Nah, I
high
know.
school, when they was in middle
I
school,
know.
I guarantee you they followed 6,000, 7,000 people. And then once they got big, they dropped everybody off that wasn't family. Half of these niggas don't even follow their own family just to make
Nah,
their
they
page like
not
that.
like
You know?
that. You ever
But
looked
like
at
I said, it's like he got mad at me because he was like, man, I had you a feature set up with Sauce Walker. I had your feet, Rush Slim 400, bro. I had a feature set up with him too, and it's just like nigga, like I don't. And he also had me out here in California where I'm at right now. He had a dude out here in LA, Alexander. He produced for a lot of fucking big people. And he sent me a beat pack. And he was like, "I need you to write to all these songs." And then the nigga texted me like, not even 2 days later, it was like, "What you got for me?" And I'm looking at it, I'm like, bro, I don't just, you know what I'm saying? I don't just put a pen to a piece of paper and just pull shit out my ass. Like, when I write, bro, I'm writing. You know what I'm saying? That's why my songs, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can relate to my songs because when I write, I write. You know
Well,
what I'm
do you
saying?
think that he did that because that's what he's used to?
Probably. You know what I'm saying? That's what most of these niggas, you know what I'm saying? They get a little trap beat and then they just spit whatever rhyme, whatever they
So
can
this
put
was
together.
your manager, right?
No, this is one of my producers. You know what I'm saying? He worked for
Oh, all right,
Sony
gotcha.
Entertainment. He was a producer for him. He ghostwrite for Trey Songz. He done
So he's
ghostwrote
done
for
produced for some people.
yeah. He known like that. He, you know what I'm saying?
So would
He
you
was
say that his
he was
expectancy for you was too much?
huh?
Would you say that his expectancy for you was too much?
No, it's not that. It's just that they so used to. I feel like people so used to people just coming to them and then just pulling shit out their ass because it's easier to make shit rhyme. You could sit here and freestyle and rhyme shit all day, but ask me will that shit make sense, and then ask me what do any of that shit you said mean. What's the meaning behind any of that shit? And you can't even tell me. You just like I don't know. I'm just rapping.
So the
That's what
energy
most.
I'm getting from you is that you rather be real than fake for the bread.
I'm a quality artist. That's what all
Right,
I'm saying.
exactly.
I'm a quality artist. You know what I'm saying?
So
And
you rather push out the quality music and well, not let's just say just the
I
music,
put
but
in
the
work.
lyrics.
Like when they say put in work, I put in work. Me personally, I put in work. When I'm writing music, I'm putting in work. I'm not gonna just give you no anything, bro. I'm gonna give you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you what's expected of me. You know what I'm saying? What I want behind my name. You know what I'm saying?
What's
Because
the
I don't want,
fastest song you wrote?
huh?
What's the fastest song you wrote?
What's the
Like
fastest song?
let's not say fastest, but what's the quickest you wrote a song?
I'm gonna say Snake 'em. Snake 'em took me like I was on deployment when I wrote that, and
That's actually a pretty decent song, by the way. Y'all should go check that out.
I actually wrote that in like I want to say like a week.
A week. So what on so an average artist? What's like the time period of or is there a time period of an average artist writing a song?
You got some artists like they can put out a whole tape, 3 tapes, 4 tapes, like NBA YoungBoy. That man, or Lil Durk, too. Lil Durk, that man literally sat in the studio for like 2 weeks and pushed out a whole 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? That's an album a week. That's crazy.
So you'll
And
call
then,
that talent.
yeah, I mean, some people just, you know what I'm saying? They can, depending on how much shit you done been through in life or how much shit you can relate to, you can write, you know what I'm saying? You can put that shit down on paper quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch the Juice WRLD documentary on HBO, you'll see that man used to be in the studio to sun up to sundown, like no fucking breaks, just living out of the studio, bro. And that's how he pushed out so many songs, so many albums like that. Like, you got niggas that do that, but then you got niggas like me. I'll sit there and I'll stay on one song and I'll go back and, I'll get my beat down, you know what I'm saying? I'll rap it to myself on the beat like I'm recording before I even record it. And if I don't like a whole verse, if I don't like a bar or something, I'll take that bar out and sit there for a whole another 3 days and try to figure out another bar to go there. You know what I'm saying?
So would you say that that's the difference between your success and their success?
I mean, everybody have different success, but yeah, me personally, when I'm writing, when I'm putting out music, I'm gonna give y'all quality. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna rush my shit because I need numbers, or I ain't gonna rush. I can tell you my DMs right now. It's, bro, when you putting out a new song, when a new album coming, when this, when that. Man, I got one of my partners down in New Orleans right now waiting on me to come down. One of my partners right now waiting on me to come down there and record to get on his mixtape for the summer.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
So I could be looking forward to that when that comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Can we know who's the artist that you're working with?
Man, shout out to my man Low Man. You know what I'm saying? _ Low Man on Instagram.
I know who that is.
D-Lo. Y'all know, a lot of people should know who D-Lo is, but yeah. Me and D-Lo got a tape coming out this summer.
All right,
Matter of fact, Text me the other day. He was like, bro, I emailed you the beat and he ain't never opened that bitch. I be like, bro, I'm busy, bro, but I got you though. Cause like
So
some beats, it don't take me long to write on. You know what I'm
so
saying?
when the
Cause
game so
I
when the
can
game send you a beat, you gonna take that long too?
well, the game I already got him in my DMs right now.
Well, you slow playing them, man? Why you slow playing these people, bro?
Last, bro, is some people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say like he's not a good artist. The game not a good artist or whatever. But like some people, their time has passed and they, you know what I'm saying? And instead of
Whoa.
well, look at the recent events to the game. Look at the recent event. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of like for him, I got so much respect for the game. At this point, like bro, you can just look, you can literally retire and you're gonna be straight in my eyes. But like you keep, you know what I'm saying? You keep sending out diss tracks to try to get attention and shit like that. Like, I mean, there's no need for that, bro. Your name is your name. Like, if you say the game, niggas gonna know who the game is, bro. Just for you to mention his
Thanks.
name and if the game send you this, you know what I'm saying? That means you know the game. You know what I'm saying? So like
Los Angeles Confidential.
he already wrote his book down in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? His name is already written in stone, bro. He don't have to do no more. You know what
Look,
I'm
Ice
saying?
Cube name written in the Guinness World Book of Records, but that nigga ain't stopped going.
But that's fine. But I'm saying if they would choose to, I mean, they there already. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne still putting out. Lil Wayne don't have to put out another song for the rest of his life. He's still gonna be good.
Don't.
That's how I feel about the game. Like, bro, you didn't put out. You know what I'm saying? You didn't put out enough quality albums. You didn't put out enough quality songs that niggas know your name. You know what I'm saying? Niggas still play your name. You still play your songs in the trap and shit. Like, bro, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? When I think of the game, son, like all you know what I'm saying, that's you got what we gotta say, the game, we got Jeezy, we got Gucci, we got you know what I'm saying, that's who we were listening to growing up. That's who they was playing in
Jeezy
the
just dropped the album.
you know what I'm saying, that's who they was playing in the skate ring and shit on Fridays when we used to go there. Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he don't need to, you know what I'm saying, he don't need to really do nothing no more.
Now, when
Right.
Jeezy was dropping, I was trying to like, I was doing other things. I wasn't in no skate ring, but at the same time, you say, so you feel like Jeezy time has passed too? Like he doesn't have to drop
I
more
mean,
albums?
when I mean by time has passed, I ain't mean
Like
like
their prime. Like I get what you're saying. Like
yeah, I ain't saying
them putting their name in the concrete.
they already at the point in their stage in their career where nigga, y'all niggas good, bro. Y'all ain't gotta prove yourself no more, son. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Snoop,
gotta put out
Dr. Dre.
music.
I agree.
Like nigga could just chill off your old music and be straight. That's
I
how
mean,
I
I
feel.
ain't gonna lie.
I mean
G's new
by
album. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. That's in daily rotation, but I understand what you're saying, though.
yeah, that's
So
what I'm
does an
saying.
artist? But I'm saying, so does an artist ever stop painting though? I mean, so they're artists. So how do they ever stop their craft?
I mean, you gotta think about it, son. Think about all the old artists. Like rest in peace, Coolio. When the last time Coolio dropped a song or album or
That
something?
was relevant.
When the last time? Like it's a
You
lot of
said he wasn't relevant.
I said he
Oh
was.
yeah, Coolio was still most definitely relevant.
it's a lot of artists and shit that I be seeing that be at the Grammys and shit. And I be like, damn, like, bro, they ain't had to put out music in a minute. They ain't put out music in a minute. Why? Because they shit already written in stone. Like, the nigga Snoop Dogg, like, bro, nigga, this nigga dropped a baby song, a
Earth,
kid song,
Earth, Wind
talking
and
about,
Fire just dropped a tour
like,
about a year
he
ago,
don't even rap no more because he know he don't have to.
but he does.
He's already at that stage where he's good.
Yeah, Snoop just done a little bit of everything, man. Snoop has been in like the porno industry. Well, not been in it, but you know he's had his hand in it. And what Snoop Energy drink? I think he had Snoop Wine that we have now, which I hear by the way it doesn't taste that great. Um, Snoop Champagne, Snoop cigars. Remember he had the raps, the Snoop raps. Um, I think he's had a TV. Yeah, he had a TV show. Remember Snoop had a reality TV show as well. Like Snoop's had his hand in everything.
He even got his
And
own,
huh?
he even got his own football team on HBO.
Yeah, right. But I think he's been had his own football team, right? Because
And
that's his thing,
probably
like kids
catch his
football team or something like that.
Super Bowl with
Oh
Tony
wow,
Romo. That man, he doing his thing.
exactly. Ice Cube. Ice Cube's another one. Matter of fact, him, Snoop, uh, Who else is that on Westmore? What is it? What do they call it? Mount Westmore? E40. Yeah. So Too Short, E40, Snoop Dogg, and Cube. I think they dropped that album last year? Y'all don't know the album I'm talking about, do y'all?
Nah.
Yeah, so like they're like they call themselves, I guess, the four heads. It used to be West Side Connection, and you had Dub C, Mac 10, and Ice Cube, the Gangster, the Killer, the Dope Dealer. That was their thing. And excuse me. And now it's Mount Westmore, where you have E40, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, and Too Short. But if you really do look at it, the four names that's there for the acclaim that they're taking is kind of accurate. These dudes are still big in their state and in their respective areas. Too Short, come on, man. That's a real life pimp. That nigga really fucking. You know what I'm saying? And nigga on music just selling it. Like he putting the game out there. People ain't even catching E40. Oh my god. You know what I'm saying? This dude wrote a fucking dictionary. Do y'all remember that? Y'all remember when E40 wrote an urban dictionary? Like I want to say that was back in the 90s. No, 2000s. I think it was the early 2000s. I think Snoop had his hand in it too. That's crazy. But I mean, I'm a big West Coast fan. So like when people start to talk about certain East Coast rappers, I know some of them, I know most of them, but like some of their music, you might miss me on because I don't listen to it, and it's not because I'm on some bashing or some hating shit or something like that. If I'm not a fan, I'm not gonna listen to your work. It's no point in wasting my time or my money on something I'm not a fan of. I don't like it. But if somebody told me something and it's like, hey, you should check this out, I might check out a song. But that's kind of how I actually got on Meek Mill. Okay, my brother was like, hey, bro, you need to listen to Meek. And I was like, who the fuck is Meek? And he was like, Meek Mill, he was telling me from the East Coast, blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to listen to him. And then I heard a song one day where he dissed Drake. And I was like, man, who the fuck is this? And they was like, man, that's Meek Mill. And I was like, that's Meek? And he was like, yeah, that's Meek. And I was like, that's Meek. And it's like, yes. I was like, all right, cool, bet. Yeah, I think I'm fucking with Meek. Meek just like slaughtered Drake. And then while I was incarcerated, Drake came out with that back to back, and he slaughtered Meek. And I was like, man, I'm so hurt behind this. Like I'm like Meek, I don't like that for you, dog. And he told you just got bodied by a sinking nigga. Like Meek, what the fuck?
Hey, true story.
True story. Give it to him.
I model my like all my beats and stuff. Meek Mill and G Herbo beats. Every beat, every song that I did is a Meek Mill, G Herbo type song. Like I ain't even gonna sit here and cap. Like one nigga that I do pay, like I do actually bump, and I actually like, you know what I'm saying, I take inspiration from is Meek Mill and G Herbo. G Herbo, he speak his shit. You know what I'm saying? G Herbo speaks his shit. You know what I'm saying? He rap about, you know what I'm saying, his life. You know what I'm saying? He don't just be putting shit together. He actually rap that shit. Meek Mill the same way. And I literally model my flow. Everything I do, I model off of them two niggas. Not to, I don't copy flow and shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like most of my beats, Meek Mill beats, G Herbo type beats. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you're still in your 20s, huh, bro?
Yeah, 26.
Oh shit! So in 10 years, do you see yourself in where you want to be, and musically, artistically? Do you see those goals being on the forefront from where you are now?
10 years from now, I'm gonna say more like, yeah.
I'm saying you did just sign back up.
Yeah, I did.
You're putting the uniform back on.
Yeah.
Gotcha. This is reserve though, or are you going active?
Yeah.
Reserve?
Yeah, it's not full time no more.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, because you're still in your 20s. I mean, you right there, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't did too much outside of the military to actually, I think, to go fully back in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Went to school, you know what I'm saying? Got my aviation mechanic license, you know what I'm saying? That's a 6-figure job. So it makes no sense on, you know what I'm saying, going back into the military, you know what I'm saying, fully, like active duty wise, unless need be.
Gotcha. So what would you say to young black people is thinking about the military today?
I mean, do it. Do it. Whether you doing it for the benefits or you doing it to serve your country, do it. Because you can do both. You know what I'm saying? I did it to serve my country and to get my benefits at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just do
Are
it.
the benefits worth the risk?
Oh, it definitely is. It definitely.
Definitely is.
But one thing I am gonna say though, and you're gonna have a lot of people that say this. It's still kind of sad because, like, you know what I'm saying, once you get out, it's still a lot of shit. It feels like you get lost in the system. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna cap to you. Like, while you in, like, once you get out, while you in, it's cool and all. But once you get out, it's like, all right, you just, you know what I'm saying? You just lost in, yeah, it feel like you lost in the system. You would think they'll do more for you than they actually do. That's one thing I am gonna say. Or you gotta, I mean, like, cause you would think like most of the programs that they offer for veterans and shit like that, you'd think that, you know what I'm saying, that shit is plastered everywhere. But half the programs you don't even know about it unless one of your friends got told about it by somebody else and then they tell you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of programs and shit that I just got told about and I never even knew they existed.
So basically, networking, word of mouth, getting to know others, friendships, relationships, interpersonal relationships are a key factor into their success when joining the military.
Yeah.
And so, how did you decide what branch you wanted to go to?
Well, actually, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm in the aviation field right now and shit is because I wanted to be a pilot. And to be honest, I had a partner, Jamel, who used to stay around the corner from me. You know what I'm saying? His mom was like my mama. Like, I used to stay at their house all the time. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to their house all the time.
You talking about Jamel Williams?
Nah, Jamel Carter.
Mm.
And what happened was, like, he had signed up for the Marine Corps, like, while we were still in high school, and he was telling me about it. And I'm like, yeah, I want to be a pilot. So I was like, I was dead ass, no bullshit. I was about to go sign up for the Air Force, and that nigga came around the corner in his car while he was on RA. It was like recruiting duty. He had got out of boot camp and shit. And this is probably the summer after we graduated. He got out of boot camp and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, bro, like, nigga, what are you going to the Air Force for? I'm like, cause nigga, I want to be a pilot. You know what I'm saying? Cause, you know, once you come off of RA, once you get out of boot camp, you come back to your respective, what you got, you know, signed up at and shit. You do recruiting duty for all the people that you went to school with. You know what I'm saying? Or you go back to the school that you graduated for and try to recruit your friends, because that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? And they give you a list and you sit there and make calls like, yeah, bro, you remember me? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You remember me? Such and such, such and such. So he just pulled up on me. I'm like, bro, like, I'm about to go to Air Force. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a pilot. You know that. He like, first of all, and he gave it a long list of shit. First of all, to even become a pilot in the Air Force, you have to get a letter of recommendation from your congressman. And then second of all, even on that, it's not even guaranteed that you're gonna make it to flight school, because they still pick and choose who they want to send to flight school. And then third of all, with the color of your skin, the chance of you becoming a Air Force pilot going to flight school is slim. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be, if you do get picked, you're gonna be the last pick. You know what I'm saying? It's like basketball and like when you had PE, like they always pick they pick their friends and shit first before they pick you type shit. And color of your skin, that shit really, you know what I'm saying? You hate to say it, but it exists.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn. He was like, man, just come to the Marine Corps. You know what I'm saying? And he took me down to the office. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because my mom and them also scheduled a fucking they had scheduled for an army recruiter to come to the house. And like Jamel had just left like the day before, so I had it in my mind like, bro, I'm going to the Marine Corps. So I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying, y'all? What y'all bring a fucking army recruiter here? Now, mind you, my daddy was in the army and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying. She came, sat down. The army recruiter came, sat down, bro. I looked her dead in her face. She gave me the folder. She was like, yeah, here's all the benefits. I'm not even paying attention to this lady, bro. No bullshit. I was not even paying attention to that lady, bro. And then she was like, so what do you think? I'm like, I think I'm gonna join the Marine Corps. And that's how that shit happened. She left it. I know she was mad as shit because they gotta reach quota every fucking month. Well, while they on duty, you gotta recruit a certain amount of people or get a certain amount of people through the process.
And she ain't
So
reached quarter that day.
yeah, she ain't pick up no recruit that day. I can guarantee you that shit. But like, and then I went down. You know what I'm saying? All the recruiters down there was cool with. I was cool with. You know what I'm saying? I stayed in the depth for like, so I got in the depth in like February, and I had shipped out in April. So I wasn't in that bitch too long.
Sure.
How long were you gone? How long were you active in the
Uh,
military?
months,
How long?
13 weeks.
13 weeks. That's how long you was
Yeah.
active?
Oh, how long I was active? No, I was active for a full 4 years, and
4
then
years.
my contract was 4 and 4, so it's 4 years active, and then it's 4 years independent, ready reserves. So it's like you a civilian again, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but you may receive a call. You know what I'm saying? You may receive a call if they need you.
Did you?
No, I never did. That's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably like 3 years into. I'm like 3 years into my IRR contract.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, man, fuck it. Let me just go back.
So did the recruiter call you? Because I remember when you said you was on the phone with the recruiter. They called you or you called them?
No. First of all, he emailed me back in September. You know what I'm saying? This how much weight you can hold. He emailed me back in September and was like, hey, your MOS need NCOs and the reserves. So we got 15,000 for you plus $25 an hour. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny you bring that up though. You telling me all that. So before we started to your numbers, you was just like, that's how much weight you hold. So what you telling me is,
I mean, when you get out,
you got clout.
No, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like,
because you was like,
the retention rate of motherfuckers that's actually staying in and re-upping, like re-enlisting after they during their active duty is so low that they're basically bribing motherfuckers to come back in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I mean by weight. That's how much weight motherfuckers hold once they get out. You know what I'm saying? Because when they get out, they're like, damn, we lost another one. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to find a way to bring these numbers back up. So, you know what I'm saying? They basically bribe motherfuckers to come back in.
That's like what we talked about before in one of like our first or second podcast, where the United States needs the numbers, no matter whether it's in civilian, citizens or the military. They always need the numbers. That's why they don't need any more abortions. That's why abortion should be illegal, not allowed. Because they need people. Period. Right?
Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? He basically hit me like, emailed me like, yeah, your MOS needs such and such in the reserves right now. You need NCOs in the reserves, you know what I'm saying? And they come with a $15,000 sign-on bonus. You know what I'm saying?
Was that what got you? The sign-on bonus?
Nah, because like I said, it was there in my email since September. Like I read it and everything, but I put it all the way off until now. Because like I said, bro, I went to school, I graduated, and now I got, you know what I'm saying? I got a career. I'm in a career field now that in the civilian sector, you know what I'm saying? After 3 years, you already sitting on 6 figures. Not even after 3 years. Like after your first year and a half, you sitting on 6 figures. Like 6 figures plus all the benefits, plus you flying for free and shit like that. And you get all these perks and shit. So it's just like I could weigh that towards making like we gonna say like 50,000 a year. 50 to 60,000 a year. Like, which one would you rather do? You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to really put my body at risk that much or my life. You know what I'm saying?
Now you right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, but at the end of the day, it do come down to your country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to a point where you would get out, but then you would be like, damn, son, I really want to go back in. Like, y'all heard me say that so many times before I decided to actually, you know what I'm saying, slide back in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. I get it. And now you in how long you in now?
What, this contract? It's a well, this contract, once they sign off, they should be signing off on it today. It's gonna be a 3-year reserve contract, so
Well, that's not bad. So what you got? Hit up go to what you call them on weekends?
San Diego one weekend out of every month,
Go
which
to
is
San
not bad.
Diego, but you're in LA
Yeah,
right now, right?
California one weekend. You know what I'm saying? One weekend every month.
But that's not too bad.
Right.
Hey, young.
Then I get travel reimbursement and all that. So
You winning.
exactly.
So when you coming down here?
Well, I really want to come down once. Like right now, I'm just out here till this package gets signed off. Once this package gets signed off, I'm heading back. I'm gonna head down there, and then I'm gonna head back to the East Coast.
Gotcha. So you'll be here by this weekend.
Yeah, I'm just staying out here because eventually, when they sign off on my packet, I'm gonna still have to go check into that unit. And I got 30 days, but I'm gonna still have to go check into that unit and out there in San Diego. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Sacramento, which is like 7 hours away, but it's nothing to take a little plane ride there. Check
Exactly.
in, you know what I'm saying? Going by my merry way until next month. So
So
I'm pretty.
Is San Diego Camp Pendleton?
Uh,
Do they still have that?
they still have that, yeah, they do, but
I know. I was born there.
yeah, they got. There's a couple duty stations out here. Like one of my partners, he's still in. He got moved out here too. I hit him up and he like, yeah, he gonna be in Palm Springs. Palm Springs? I think it's Palm Springs. Palm Beach or something like that. Palm Springs.
Hmm.
I was just like, I didn't even know we had a base out there. I know we had 29 Palms and all that shit, but he's gonna be in Palm Springs, so I mean shit.
Well, the reason I was asking if you was coming down here this weekend, because as y'all know, this week coming up is Mardi Gras.
Yep.
And during Mardi Gras, me as a baker slash donut cutter, I have a lot of pastries and shit like king cakes and whatnot to do. Needless to say. So I will have to be at work next Sunday and Monday. So the show might be a little different for next week.
Rilla, by the way, I'm so proud of you. I'm a proud big brother.
Appreciate it. I really appreciate it. You know, I'll be back today for real.